his impact is greater as a humanitarian than a Hall of Fame career. That's saying a whole lot.
When you talk to players in that generation, they all come up with the same thing. You hear a lot about Willie Mays, but if you'll talk to a lot of people, they'll tell you that pound per pound, Roberto Clemente might have been the best baseball player in his era at that time.
Yeah, because, I mean, Tom, this guy was a true 5-tool player.
He was. I remember Johnny Oates, the late Johnny Oates, about Cal Ripken, said he was the greatest player. If you saw him one day, you'd say, what's the big deal? Because Cal, you appreciate over time. Roberto's skills were spectacular. They knocked you out. So what I wanted to do is look at one day in his career. Happens to be Game 6 of the 1971 World Series. And for all the youngsters who didn't see him play, I'll bring it to 2015 comps. This is the swing. That's a Hall of Famer on the mound, by the way, Jim Palmer. This is not a double, folks. This guy could run as well. This is a triple. And I want you to look at the swing of Roberto Clemente and understand this guy used a 36-ounce bat. Who does it remind me of? How about this guy? Andrew McCutcheon.
Yeah,
he did his favorite. He's wearing the old school Pirates uni, like 1971, right? You're talking about two fantastic hitters, but look at the similarities here. First of all, check out the coil. They turned it back and lowered those shoulders where you can see both uniform members. Not a big leg kick. The foot just comes off the ground. Watch now his front foot strike. The angle of the bat, hands back behind him in position. Now on contact, watch the back foot. In both cases, the back foot comes off the ground. These were such great front foot hitters to transfer from the back to the front that the back foot actually will leave the ground. The other thing, watch the follow through. The hands will not get very high. You're talking about very flat swings. That's because they don't strike out a lot. Now, how about, we just saw him crush a strike. How about this pitch? That is in the other batter's box, out of the strike zone, away and up, and he goes oppo. I guess that's the power of that 36-ounce bat. Now, who does that remind you of? How about this guy, Yoenis Cespedes, a great bad ball hitter. Watch the route by Steven Souza. He thought he had that ball. That's in the right field seats. And you have to talk about the arm. Probably the greatest throwing arm in baseball history. This is a tie game, bottom ninth, 2 outs. That's the winning run that's going to score, but they hold up the runner at third base. There's no way you run on Clemente. That was an absolute seed on the money. Now to go to 2015, I'm going to go to this throw by Jeff Francoeur. Why? Because it's on the money, but watch the long arm swing. That's what Clemente had. A guy like Puig almost throws like a catcher. Clemente, Francoeur have that great long arm swing and the accuracy of the throw. One more final piece. This is now a tie game, 10th inning. Dave Cash steals second base with Clemente coming up. There's no way Earl Weaver is going to pitch to this guy. He has seen way too much of Clemente throughout this series. He's got a left-hander warmed up with another Hall of Famer coming up. That's Willie Stargell. But there's no way you mess with Clemente. You take your chances left on left. McNally's, he's pretty smart, too. He's going to walk Stargell. Loads the bases, 10th inning, tie game. Al Oliver is up next. And this is going to turn out well for Earl Weaver by passing on the opportunity to pitch to Clemente. He gets the out, keeps the tie in order. Orioles will go on to win this game. Pirates won Game 7. But who does that remind me of, that threat? Miguel Cabrera, same thing. If you're late in the game, first base is open, there is no way Miguel Cabrera can beat you. That's why he leads the league in intentional walks. That's Roberto Clemente in a day. One day you saw, as you said, Fran, the 5 skills of this guy. And comparing to some of the greats of the game today, he can compare him to the greats of all time. That's Roberto Clemente.